Hello everyone, this will be a demo of the Virtual Geocache prototype game created by the University of Texas at El Paso Cybershare Department. This is a player's initial home page. We're going to begin the demonstration by playing the game. We're doing so by clicking on this play link.
After you click on the play link, you can select from the list of existing geocaches. Each geocache has a level of difficulty and a number of points that can be earned for finding it. Let's select a high and dry near a grand geocache and try to solve it. On the selected geocaches page, one can see a number of resources that need to be studied. For example, if I select the time series graphs, it will take me to another web page which will explain how to read and understand the information on time series graphs. This knowledge will help the students playing the game to answer the questions related to the geocache. However, you can skip this step and start playing the game because these resources will be available later in the questions. Now you see a Google Maps image which you can use to find the geocache. You can move the image out of the way or close it and try to find the place on the Google Maps. After the user clicks on the map, an arrow appears to show in which direction the search should be continued. After the geocache is almost found, the user is asked to answer the questions related to the geocache. The first question is, located in the plains of San Augustine, this is a radio astronomy observatory. We can use the hint to find the answer on the list of radio astronomy observatories. This takes us to another website where I will click on the US observatories list. Here I can search for the ones mentioned in the question. The only one I can find is the Very Large Array Observatory, and it is located in Socorro, New Mexico. After the research is over, the player can select the answer, click Answer and proceed. The next question is, the obelisk at this site was built to mark the location of the first nuclear test site, codenamed Operation Crossroads, Operation Greenhouse, or Trinity. Since some of the questions do not have a hint, you may be required to do some research of your own. A simple search will help you find out that there is a Trinity site, obelisk located in New Mexico, while other names refer to nuclear test series. The next question requires the user to look at the viewer's image below and pick one of the options that best describes the weather conditions at Jornada, New Mexico on the given day. You can use the hint again, or if the question is simple enough, you can try to answer it. Using hints does not affect your points, but helps you get the right answer the first time. If you answer the question incorrectly, you will still be allowed to answer it again. However, the number of points will be reduced. After the geocache is found, the user is offered to play a bonus round, which will allow him or her to collect more points. For the next question, the player definitely needs to use the hint. In essence, the player is asked to provide a combination of given graphs that best describes what air temperature, relative humidity, and atmospheric pressure would look like if it snowed at Jornada on a given day. By studying the given resources, the player will learn how they change during precipitation. They will find out that air temperature will usually rise during the day, but will drop suddenly if it snows. The humidity will rise dramatically during precipitation, and the atmospheric pressure will drop fast but start to rise gradually. The user will study the graphs and see that all this information suggests that the correct combination of graphs is 1, 4, and 6. The data for this question was provided by the Systems Ecology Lab, led by Dr. Craig Tweedy, and collected at the Jornada site, New Mexico. In the next question, by studying the graphs for that day, We can also predict when it started to snow. After all the questions are answered, you will be redirected to the page with other available geocaches. Good luck playing the game!
This initial page is our home page. The home page contains a home link which redirects the user back to this page if they are in another page. You have a register link which allows a user to register. The information required includes the user's first name, last name, email address, a unique username, a password, the school the user attends, the user's role, and the class a user is in. Once all the information has been entered, the user can click on the register button to complete the registration process, or he or she can choose to cancel by clicking on the cancel button. This login link allows a registered user to input his or her username and password to be able to enter into their account. In addition to this, the homepage also contains a small slideshow with pictures representing highlights of our most recent geocaches. You can scroll through them by clicking on these arrows. At this point of our prototype, we only have 3 predefined geocaches created by our team here at CyberShare. Now, if you scroll further down, you can find information regarding a project story, which can include a story about the game, highlights about a particular geocache, player or team, or highlights about new projects or functionalities. Further down, this box will include multimedia, which can be pictures, YouTube, or other movies, or online tools that relate to a game or geocaches. This other box will contain a NASA image of the day or a winning team's picture captured from space. Lastly, this other box will contain Twitter feeds pertaining to the game, NASA, or other projects relating to geocaches. Now let us log in. I will log in using a username and password that I created when I registered. Once a user is logged in, they are taken to their profile page. As you can see, we now have a play link, a Teams link, along with the user's first name and a logout link. The user can access their profile page again at any time by clicking on their name at this top right corner. This page contains user information regarding the school they attended, their team name, the number of points they have earned, the number of geocaches they have found, and the number of caches that they have placed. Other information includes their personal rank, how they are ranked among the other players of this game. Now this other section involves geocache options. The user can click on the current geocache button to continue his or her geocache search of the last geocache that he or she were playing. The geocache's place button will display a list of all the geocaches that the user has placed. The Place New Geocache button will allow the user to go through the process of placing a new geocache. The Geocaches Found button will display a list of all the geocaches that the user has found. Here we have winning pictures of winning teams or winning pictures from the ISS camera. Furthermore, this section will contain news feeds and the user will be able to place comments about that feed. Now let's go to the Teams link. This page contains a list of all the teams who are playing this game. Now if we click on a view of any of these teams, it'll take us to the team's profile page, which includes the team's name, the points they have acquired, the number of geocaches they have found, and the number of geocaches they have placed. It also includes the team rankings, how they are ranked among the other teams playing this game. And as mentioned earlier, this is a geocache options. Now further down, you also have the team members associated with this team. This concludes our video demonstration.